Tyrese Maxey.
Hello.
In the house, in the house.
How you doing?
Great to see you.
Good to see you too.
You're having one heck of a year, young man.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Great
that.
start for you.
Thank you so much.
And surprising the notoriously difficult Sixers fan, they are thrilled.
Hey, as long as they're happy, we're happy, right?
That's right. So when I consider the first part of your career, you just turned 25, 6th year in.
I'm old.
Child, please. The one constant it feels like to me for you has been change. And by that I mean Ben Simmons is here your first couple years. James Harden was here. Joe, who is an MVP, he's battled his body a little bit. You've had 2 coaches. So I'm curious at 25 how you feel like you've navigated all the change that's been thrown at you initially.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm blessed to be here. You know what I mean? Every single time I walk into this facility, this establishment, I just have to thank God because it's just amazing. It's a blessing to be here. That's number one. Number two, it's a ever-adapting, ever-changing environment, which is good, though. You know what I'm saying? It keeps us on our toes. You know what I mean? Like you said, my first year I was here, Ben was here. Second year, no Ben, I'm starting. Okay, cool. I'm get a groove. We trade for James. Okay, now I move off the ball. Now I'm off the ball playing with James, which is great. He teaches me a lot of different things. We go through half a year with that. Another year, we get me, James, Joe, everybody all together. After that, James leaves. Now I'm on the ball again. Like you said, now I'm with Joel, and Joel's he battled, some injury. So then I had to realize to kind of step up and, be a number one option situation. So it's been a lot of change, but it has been a blessing, man. It's grown my game, grown my mind, grown my mental health a lot. And I'm just thankful for it all.
So you mentioned sort of like having to adapt to the number one role. That started a year ago. Mm-hmm. And you were constantly double teams. You were absorbing not only the best defender, but often multiple defenders with a scheme directly trying to stop you. And obviously a lot of losing and some frustration. But how did, you keep talking about blessing, how did those hard things you went through a year ago get you positioned for what has now been an incredible all-NBA, some people talking about MVP type season?
I think for me, honestly, I've won my entire life at every single level. You know what I mean? So last year was my first time experiencing just losing like that. And it hit me hard, honestly. I did a lot of different things just to kind of get my mind back to where I needed it to be. But like you said, it was really good for me in the leadership role. Number one, just keeping guys together every single day. And then basketball-wise, like you said, I was just seeing so many different defenses every single night, double teams. I saw a lot of boxing ones, a lot of denials, and I had to get used to that and realize. But once we got to January of last year, December, January, if you go back and look at it, I really start being successful. And that's when I started kind of manipulating the game and realizing I was accepting the double teams. I was getting my teammates involved, and I was, being able to score and do the different things that I needed to do. So that was before I, got hurt. But I think it just did wonders for me. And now I'm just blessed to have an opportunity to try to help lead this team to victories every single night.
So we're going to start with a 54-point night, a career high. Just take me through this play because you're semi-transition initially.
Right. I think at the beginning of it, I thought my biggest thing this year, I've been trying to get more rebounds so I can push the ball and just kind of advance and let guys do their thing. Right here, I was trying to get Paul the shot. He didn't like it, gave it back to me, got a switch with Bobby Portis. By this time, I was feeling pretty good. And, my biggest thing is people always talk about my speed and going right. So I've had to add a lot of counters and getting downhill right and snatch backs and step backs and counters and spin moves. So this one I just snatched back, got some space, got some room, and shot it.
How much of when you have this switch, stop it right here, Bobby's top foot, which initially that left foot is high.
Right.
How much are you reading his top foot versus, okay, this is a big on me, and how mindful are you of that help defender there in the gap?
So in this situation, we do a lot of different small screens to get in this exact situation. So Paul George is a great shooter, right? So a lot of teams want to help and do a lot of different things and put a lot of attention on me. So in this aspect, my first initial thought is, look, I'm about to get Paul George a shot because I'm about to draw this gap. Cole Anthony has to help. If he doesn't help, then I'm going to get to the paint. But and then like I said, Bobby he opens up his feet a little bit wider than I expected, and I feel like I had enough room to get some separation and get the three off. And like I said, I was already feeling pretty good right here in this moment. So, and Coach Nurse believes in me to take these shots, so I appreciate him for that. And
How many? Do you know how many you got at this point in this game? Because
I do
54
not.
is a final.
I don't know how much I got at this point, but I knew I was feeling pretty good. Playing against Doc and Spence and those guys. You know what I'm saying? Messing with them a little bit, but it's great.
Is there any, like, because you played for Doc here initially, like, is there any, like, oh, you know what, I want to show him?
Most definitely. And it's love, though, because Coach, he gave me an opportunity and a chance that, my rookie year, he doesn't play a lot of rookies, you know what I mean?
That's true.
But I played, like, after, like, All-Star break, I really played a lot. And I appreciate Doc, I appreciate Spence, Coach Yeager, all of them guys over there. It's all love. But they know how I am. I'm extremely competitive, and I don't like losing. And I like to talk trash with Spence. Spence was my player development when he was here. So, and we talk every day. He's like my brother. So, I want to beat them whenever I can.
Roll one more time. Your footwork here and the amount of separation gained. How hard do you work on that footwork?
Daily, every single day. It starts in the weight room, if I'm being honest with you. My guy Al, I've been working with him since right before pre-draft. He's here all the time, and we just put a lot of work in every single day with just start and stops and deceleration stuff and, injury prevention and different things like that. Because I play so hard and, I'm always moving so fast, I got to be able to slow down. And that's a testimony to what he talks about all the time, of just decelerating and then, having that separation.
You have such speed. To me, part of that is Bobby Portis is afraid of your first step. Mm-hmm. And yes, you are blessed with great speed, but how much would you say the work and the IQ have contributed to where you are?
Everything. The film. Like this year I've been big on film this year. Like this is probably my biggest film year. Like I always watch film, but like on my own every single day. Before every game, I watch like the last game that I played. I had the film that's cut up. My brother, he's not my brother, but like one of my best friends, he's like a super basketball head. So now he lives up here with me, and he just cuts up film every single day. So like we'll watch, this game. Let's say we play this game on a Thursday. We watch that game on Friday, and then we play on Saturday. We'll watch whoever we gotta play. So I break down film of like Donovan Mitchell, Shea, and Jalen Brunson. I watch those guys of the team that I'm about to play, and I see how the defense guarded them. And because sometimes, it's kind of similar. They'll try to guard me the same way or different things like that. But film has been huge for me this year, man. And I'm just going to keep trying to progress with that.
All right, so clip 2, we're going to get to a defining aspect of your game. Take me through it here.
So this is like a little through action. We run it, get some ball movement. We run like a little small. Like I said, we do that a lot. Right here, I got BR on me. And he's because I have been blessed and worked a little bit harder, I can shoot the ball a little bit further. So he stepping up to take away my shot. So right here, I just gave him a quick move, get downhill, get to the paint. And for me, I've always been small. I realized that I was going to be 6'2", 6'3" early on, and that's a blessing. My mom's 5'7", my dad's 5'8", so the Lord blessed me with this height. But I realized I was going to be playing against 7-footers, and my thing is I don't like getting my shot blocked a lot, and I want to be able to get in the paint and finish. So bigs they all about timing. So like when you go 1-2, they like to time that, and that's how they block your shot. But if you go in, I do a lot of rights and lefts.
Right. Why is that important? Because you will go, and this is unusual. I mean, basketball people know if you're right-hand shooter, you're going to jump off your left leg.
Correct.
You often go right or left. Why? What's the origin of that?
My biggest thing is just the timing. It messes with the bigs' timing, you know what I'm saying? Like, bigs are expecting you to take 2 steps so they can time up your layup and block it. I just worked really, really hard, started at a young age, and with Chris Johnson on just right, left, hooks and runners and different shots in the paint, just so I could be able to make these type of shots and shoot these type of shots. They are difficult. They're extremely difficult, but I work on them as much as I possibly can. That's why I'm able to shoot them in the game.
Now that one, you're not using window, but you have defined that backboard, if I'm not mistaken, into different sections. And how does where you're attacking from, or maybe the size you're meeting, impact where you're trying to put it off the backboard?
So it's about angles, you know what I mean? If I'm in a slot angle and I can somehow get to like the block, the left or right block, Chris Johnson did something for me that he broke the they broke the backboard down into 3 levels. Level 1, it's right corner, like it's right below. It's probably like right on the rim area. Level 2, like right in the middle of the square. Level 3 is above the square. So it's like those are the levels of the backboard that I've been trying to use for the last couple years, and it's helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot. I'm looking at the big timing, where he's coming from.
You got Pirtle as your low man.
Correct.
You have to split a second defender.
Correct.
And so, like how mindful before you're meeting Pirtle? You touched on Brandon Ingram, but Pirtle's the low man. That's a 7-footer waiting for you at the cup.
Correct.
At what point do you spot him, and are you taking off? Because what always strikes me about you is like your launch point, where you are starting to get into your motion to the cup. It can be far away for somebody your size.
Yeah, sometimes I do jump from far away, but right here I knew that I wasn't gonna get all the way to the rim from the beginning of this. I knew if I could punch the gap and get through, penetrate, I knew I was gonna have like a little right floater or right scoop shot. So I was never at any point in the time trying to get all the way to the rim on this one, because Pearl, he literally waiting on me. So any little space I can get in that mid-range, any breathing room I can get to get a shot off, that's my job, and that's what I try to do.
I know you're making that look easy. Folks, that ain't easy. What you just did right there is not easy. All right, so this clip, there's going to be some action, and what strikes me about the way this plays is when you're going to catch the ball and sort of having to catch it with somebody who doesn't look like he's completely under control. Grimes has been terrific. Take me through this.
Yeah, so this is like a little zone bust we run. Q does a great job of driving, penetrating, and just kind of kicking it out to me. Right here I wanted to shoot a 3, but I couldn't get the ball in my hand, so I drove the closeout. And this is just another situation with bigs, man. Like, Bobby Portis he's a taller guy. He can rim protect a little bit. But right here, I drive the ball, drive the closeout, and I didn't like floater because the way my feet was, I didn't get my feet down. So at this point, I'm trying to get to the baseline and just kind of do like a little scoop sneak finish that we talk about. And Teray is my player development guy here, which is funny. We work on this every single day, and this is my first time really working on that move right there. And it's just funny. He says baseline finishes are good for guards. Like Nash always used to dribble out. People used to be on me about that. I used to get in the paint and not be able to dribble out. Now being able to dribble around to the other side and finish the ball, finish layups. That's something that I've worked on a lot this year, and it shows off and it's paying off.
Look! When you go to get into your gather there, you look like you're in jail. Okay, like first of all, you're underneath the cup. The big is on you in pretty good position.
Right.
Where are your eyes right now? Are they able to see the rim, or are you just feeling?
So if you run it back a little bit,
you
could see me. I'm gonna look at the rim as soon, like before I pick the ball up. That's something that I've worked on a lot, like since I was probably around college. So as soon as I know that I'm about to shoot the ball, like my eyes go straight to the rim. Like watch, as soon as this pound dribble comes, my eyes are at the rim right now. Like I'm about to pound, my eyes at the rim. So I've already located the rim. And because I've located the rim, now I know I just gotta put it on the backboard. And wherever I get it on the backboard, I'm pretty good when I can get it on the backboard. And that's just a lot of work.
It's a tough shot. That is a tough shot. All right. One thing that is interesting to me, because you catch that, there's literally below 4 seconds on the clock. And you're probably not mindful of this. Right now, you are averaging 103 touches per game. Okay, so that is second all time to a season Nikola Jokic had. Now, this is only going back to the player tracking era, but a couple things about that. You're navigating all those touches while absorbing more responsibility, both as scorer and playmaker. The leadership piece, which is important. Like, how did you prepare for the season? Were you expecting this weight on your shoulders? And how much of your preparation is physical conditioning versus mental preparation?
My dad used to always say the game is 90% mental, 10% physical. And like as a kid, you listening, but you're not really listening. Now I see what he meant. You know what I mean? I had to mentally prepare myself again after going through last year. I kind of got a feel of, once I got to January, I kind of got a feel of what the season was going to be like, how defense was going to play me. And now the crazy part about it is now it's like they are playing me differently with Joel, without Joel, with Paul. And we've also been trying to figure that out too, because it's different. It's just different. But anyways, I prepared a lot, man, a lot. Like I started my preparation in May. I couldn't like do anything because I tore a ligament in my finger, but I couldn't do anything till May. As soon as I did that, I hit the ground running. Everybody knows I get up early in the morning. I get multiple workouts a day. I did a lot of like Pilates and stuff this summer, just to like my body. I wanted my body to feel really, really, really good. And then mentally, like I said, I did a lot of journaling. I did a lot of like just praying. I do a lot of different things like that just to like get my mind right before the game and get my mind right for the season. Because I knew it was gonna be a heavy burden and it's gonna be a heavy ask. But again, like I said, I'm not used to losing, and I don't like that. I don't like the feeling. And I'm just trying to be here for my teammates in this organization who put their trust in me, and I go out here every single night and try to help us win games.
So I think the through line in your career, even through the adversity of last year, which I'm sure at some point maybe your spirit is affected because of, you don't like losing. But I'm watching practice and I'm watching nothing but a smile on your face. I know your dad, sort of was involved in your training. He was obviously a former player, but like, is the joy from him? Where is the joy? Because in addition to talent, all I see is this guy who's like, you uplift everybody around you. Where does that come from?
Yeah, that comes from growing up in a household with both of my grandmothers. I grew up in a household, literally my mom's mom and my dad's mom. My mom and dad was going to work a lot, so I basically grew up with them. They watched me all the time. And, my mom's still alive. She's my nana. She's still here. My Mimi passed away, like, right before I got drafted. But, like, she used to watch me even more, and she would tell me, like, it's funny. She was like, it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. And she was like, you have a gift. The Lord has blessed you with a gift to brighten others' day. And that's what I want you to do as soon as you get, because I always say I was going to the NBA. And she's like, when you get to the NBA, I want you to first give back to wherever community that you're in. And second, like, I want you to be able to brighten people's day, not just the people on the court with you, but the staff and the people around you, the fans. And that's what I've been trying to do my entire career. And I'm just going to keep continuing to do that. But that's where that comes from, man. Growing up with both your grandmothers, man, they're blessed to live a long time, and they're going to keep you happy. They're going to keep you happy. They want to be happy. They want to be stress-free, so they're going to make sure you're happy as well.
So those 3,000 meals, not turkeys, 3,000 meals you delivered this year for Thanksgiving.
A blessing.
A blessing.
That's it. I mean, I know my foundation, my team, shout out to my mom, my uncle, and all of them. I come to them with some probably crazy ass they think, but we always get it done, man. We always like I said, I like giving back, man. My grandmother who passed away, she said that's the first thing she asked of me, just wherever community you go to, I didn't have anybody give back to me. So she was like, if you're able to make it, make sure you're able to give back and, be there and let the people be able to reach out and touch you and like actually be there for them. And that's my biggest thing. Every time you see me have something, I'm always going to be there because I want to be there. I want to be able to, for the fans and the people to reach out and touch me and know that I'm going to be as accessible as possible.
What's your feeling when you see that? You put that up on Instagram.
Yeah. This is my family, man. That's it. I have a big family, but it's like, that's it. That's all I got. Like, I grew up with these people in the house, literally living with all these people in the house, one household. And then I have 5 friends that I've had since I was in like the 5th grade. So I got a really tight-knit circle. It doesn't change. And this means a lot to me, man. Everybody in this picture, in this video, means a lot to me. And, my family's growing, so it's going to be great.
You don't get there alone, right?
No, I need them. My mom always says it takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah.
And this is my village.
I feel like, the pursuit of greatness is probably easier.
Right.
It feels like what are you shooting for? What do you want?
Yeah, I want to get better every day. That's it. I tell people that all the time. When that's all said and done, I'm done playing basketball, I'm done living life. I want to say that I got 1% better every single day at it, and I maximize my entire potential. And I don't want to have any what ifs, or what if I worked a little bit harder here, or what if I did this different. I want to leave it all out there, and then when it's all said and done, hey, I gave them all.
You touched on something, and this next clip is going to hit on exactly that. This clip here, you touched on this. Like, Joe is not always there, PG not always there. Take me through the play, because this is an instance where you have the big man. So what's happening here?
Yeah, so this is just like a little short action, little two-man game that we run a lot with me and Joel. On this particular possession, in this particular game, the Washington Wizards, they were trying to take away Joel's short roll every single time that they possibly could.
Yep.
So I was just telling Nurse, just find a way to run it. Same thing, but give us a shooter on the backside. And
Stop right there. When you say take away his short roll, explain to everybody how they're going to take away his short roll.
right, so coming off this ball screen, Bub's going to try to fight over. Alex Sarr, he's going to try to stay in front of me to make sure I pass the ball. But they're going to take two defenders, the short guy, Kelly, C.J. McCollum's guard him. They're going to pack him in the paint. And Chris Middleton's going to come all the way off of his guy who's going corner, Justin Edwards, and try to take away Joel from rolling straight down the middle of the lane to the free throw line for an elbow jump shot or a layup.
So you asked Nick Nurse essentially, run this action, but run it specifically at this point of the floor.
Correct.
Now roll it, Sania, because it's going to happen just like you say.
Yep.
Chris Middleton's not paying attention to Mr. Edwards.
Right, and that's what Justin does for us. He knocks down shots, especially in the corners. Both corners, he hits threes, and he has a quick trigger. But we know that that's how the game is going to go a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Like, Joel's going to roll, and they're going to try to take his short roll away because, again, he's the MVP. And that's what they try to limit his touches as much as possible as well. And this is a pass that I had to really, really, really work on the last couple of years, is just being able to use the live ball dribble and skip it over to the other side and be comfortable in making that pass as well.
A couple things there. There's the gravity of the two of you. You're the two best players on your team, and you're each going to command a level of respect. What I love about the pass is there's never a point where your left hand has to come to this ball. How much does that affect the ability of this to get there in time so that Edwards, it's a catch with space to comfortably shoot that jumper?
It takes a lot, and I'm going to give a huge shout out to James Harden. I mean, like, I was Justin Edwards in the VJ spots a lot when he was here, and him and Joel play a lot of two-man games. So I was like, he wanted me, hey, I want you to park you in this corner right here. I'm going to come off. If they help with Joel, I'm skipping this ball to you in the corner. You're going to shoot a three. And I'm like, okay, got it. And, like, he would just come off, and he would have it with his left hand, and he would be probing and probing. If they come over and take away Joel, he'll just take it and just zip it to me. And I just catch and shoot it. And, like, that's just a film of it, you know what I mean? I've seen it. I've seen this play happen, in different plays, but I've seen this action happen multiple times. And, that's just kind of where it came to light.
I think James is underappreciated for so many things.
Correct.
What impact did he have on you as a player? I know you just described a specific instance because you were Justin, but where else did he affect how you play this game?
Everywhere, honestly, like, mindset. His first day here, which is funny, like, he told me when he got here, like, listen, you have been playing great this year. This is your second year you've been playing great, but you only going to play better. So don't think I'm coming here and, like, you going to just, like, live in shadow. I'm coming here to elevate your game. I'm coming here to elevate Joel's game. And, like, just him saying that day one was just like, wow, okay, cool. So then, he didn't play the first couple games. I think he had a hamstring or something going on. But we were playing in a game in Milwaukee, and I was just coming down. I was just kind of like passing to Joel. And he pulled me to the side like, listen, dude, I've seen you play. I've seen you score 30. I've seen you do those things, when Joel's out. You got to do those things while he's playing to help him as well. And that kind of just ignited something in me and just realizing, okay, I can be aggressive whenever, whoever's on the court. And that's not just like not looking to pass the ball or anything, but it's just being aggressive and being assertive to make plays, not just for myself, but for my teammates as well. And, he kind of just pushed me to really do that my second year, and I appreciate him for that.
So it feels like you are willing to absorb lessons from anywhere. You talked about watching film. You're drafted in COVID, which extends the amount of time you have with your trainers to prepare.
Correct.
My understanding is that was your first exposure to LeBron James, with whom you've sort of sustained a relationship. We can argue about who's the greatest of all time.
Correct.
LeBron's in the top two no matter what.
Agreed.
What about exposure to LeBron opened your eyes to anything about the NBA? Because it feels like there would be so much to cultivate from him.
Right. I think the biggest thing that I'd take from him still daily is like you said, people want to argue, who's the best player or whatever, but like you said, he's in the top 2. But still to this day, at age 40-something, he works so hard. And it's like, it's really crazy to me because I get up early and I'm in the gym. He's like, okay, what time? Reese working out at 6. Okay, cool. He getting there at 5. So now it's like a race who can get to the gym early. And it's like, it got to the point where I was like, listen, dude, you win. You want to go to the gym that early and lift and do all that? You got it. You know what I'm saying? But like,
so one time you're going to concede.
yeah, like,
All right.
OG, you got it. I'll let you have it. But now he just like, his competitive spirit in that aspect, like, he don't got to do that. He's 4 years old. He doesn't got to, like,
Yeah.
man, he's done it. He's won MVPs. He's won championships. He's done all, he's all-star every single year, all-NBA, everything that all the accolades that you can have, he's done. He's had them all. So it's like, that's kind of what I just took from him. Like, his love for the game. He wants to grow every single day. He wants to take stuff from players. Like, he's like, when I was explaining something this summer, he's listening to it and trying to take it. You know what I mean? It's just, that's something that I try to take things from everybody.
Yeah.
Literally everybody. My Brooks included, my youngest included. It's been great.
Greatness comes at a cost. There's no doubt about that.
for
LeBron is tangible evidence of that. All right, this next clip we've got coming, I just feel like this is very Nick Nurse Philadelphia 76er basketball. So what are you seeing here as Anthony's got the ball up top?
Right. So right here I'm just reading his eyes. I see he wants to reverse the ball over here to Jalen. And Coach Nurse has given me the freedom to, I don't want to say gamble, give me the freedom to like kind of roam and make defensive plays.
Yeah.
And this is something that I did a lot when I was in high school. And I was kind of scared to do it when I got to the NBA. I didn't want to like take myself out of position. But now he's giving me the freedom and the, to kind of do some of these things. And I've done a lot of it the last couple of years. And just like getting these passing lane steals and defensive playmaking is what he calls it. But just getting out, trying to get us an easy bucket, you know what I'm saying, defense to offense. And that's something that we've really, really talked about a lot this year, like scoring early in the clock. And we've done a good job at it.
Last clip. I don't think you'll be surprised what it is. You probably recognize it right away.
Yep.
I guess my first question would be, number one, did this play unfold the way either it was designed or what you had expected? So let's just go back to the offensive part of this first.
Right.
And take me through that. You know Mr. Melton. So
Yeah, this is my dog right here.
Yeah,
This is my dog.
and I think the announcer actually calls it out, like guarded by his former teammate.
Right.
Did it unfold the way you expected?
So the way that we drew this play up was an ISO. So my thing here is I wanted to go left. Like I like, going left in this situation. I see the double team, and I'm in a situation now where I'm like, okay, I got to get the ball on the rim at least. You know what I'm saying? Got to get to a spot, raise up, or either get a shot up to make it or get a shot up to give my teammates opportunity to rebound. So I dribble to a spot, rise up. Milt actually blocks this one. Kudos to him. I was on the phone with him all for 2 hours last night, actually, which is funny. But he blocks this one, and VJ makes a hell of a play. Just a winning game time play. Play before this, he gets the steal to even give us the opportunity to get the ball and get a shot up. But he gets play, game-winning rebound, and game-winning time put back. And I'm celebrating, which is funny. Like I was like, oh my God, he made it. And then like I just see Melt take off, and I'm like, oh, they got Tom. And at this point, like I'm just like, it would hurt if we did all that. VJ gets the tip in like that, and we lose off of a .9 Buddy Hield and Melt.
Stop it. Okay. I mean, he's got multiple steps.
He does.
And this is where your speed is so impactful in so many different ways. But when he's got this step, you got to be kidding me.
No, they say I reached top speed here. I don't think I was running that fast, which is kind of crazy.
Really?
I don't think I was running as fast as I could run because I was trying to time my footwork too. Like I needed to get this block, and like once I saw like I timed it up, I was like, oh yeah, I got him. I can definitely get this one, and it would make it even sweeter because it was Melt. So.
A little special revenge from the guy you were on the phone with for a couple hours.
For sure.
I think the one thing, I mean, number one, through all the touches, responsibility, you have a chance to become the first NBA player who will average running a 5K every single night, which is absolutely incredible to me. Your defensive numbers are exceptional. You are averaging a career high, a shade under 1 block a game. Of what are you most proud defensively?
Whew. Yeah, it's funny. I used to block shots all the time in high school, all the time. My dad made me stop blocking shots because he's like, you keep jumping on pump fakes and you're making me really upset. So, but it's helped me a little bit, this year. But I think the most thing that I'm proud of is just like my off-ball defensive awareness and being able to like quarterback things and see things before they happen, which is just goes into like experience, being in the league for a couple years, and then just watching so much film. Like all the film that I watch so much basketball. Like on the way home, like I said, I took my parents to New York. We were talking about it earlier. I took my parents to New York, and on the way home, I watched the Knicks game. I watched the Sacramento and Houston game. Like I'm watching the entire games, and like I watch every single moment. You know what I mean? So I'm like, people don't like watching the game with me because I'm watching, but I'm also studying. So I'm like, okay, step back here. If I'm watching Jalen Brunson shot fake foul, you know what I mean? I'm just watching as a fan and as like just like a basketball connoisseur, and it's like that's something that has really helped me, and that helped my defense a lot this year.
This to me is where, like, I remember being a kid and watching games all the time.
All the time.
It's how you get the nuance of it. One final question, like, even at practice, watching you and BJ interact, it already feels like, and I don't know how to describe it. It feels like, yes, there's a basketball, synergy between you two, but is there something more there, like, in terms of, like, approach? Tell me about that young man. What should people know?
Yeah, he's a competitor. Like, he's a competitor, and I am blessed because people always say, "Oh man, he's a great basketball player, but he's an even better person." That's what we have in BJ Edgecombe. Like, he's an exceptional basketball player, exceptional teammate, but he's an even better person. Like, not just with us, but I've seen him with his family. And it's like, it's a blessing, man. We are blessed. This organization is blessed that, he fell to us at number 3, which is crazy to say because he's that good.
League better watch out.
You said it, not me.
I knew this would be fun because I see how you affect your teammates. So I can't thank you enough.
No,
so
thank
fun.
you. No, this is a blessing. Be able to sit down with you, you're a legend. I'm happy.
Legend means old. Talking about 25.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Keep them going, try to wear, I pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA, ESPN.